Morning punters, we're joined here by battling horse trainer Mark Kavanagh. Good morning, Mark.
How are you?
Good, thank you. Mark, let's start firstly by going through your Caulfield Guineas horses, your 3-year-olds. Diagnosed, the More Than Ready horse. He's had the one start. What do you think of him?
Well, we think he's pretty promising. I don't know whether he's going to get out to a mile or not. He's still a maiden. He'll have to go through his grades to get up to that. But, I'm breeding suggests that he'd probably get a mile.
If I could, got some stable stalwarts in the ownership. Where's he heading?
Oh, he'll go to the Guineas and maybe even to the Derby. I mean, he's shown us some excellent ability. He closed in good sectionals at Flemington his first start and had just had enough in his second start. But he's put on a lot of weight. He's had a good spell and he's a promising horse.
One for the bikies and the Harley riders, Sergeant at Arms, beautifully bred by Redoutes out of Champagne. It's had the 2 starts.
Yeah, his first start, it was right on the pace and was just run down at Geelong and then got back at Caulfield and ran on. Looks like a horse that's going to need a bit of distance, and his main target will be the Derby.
Now, Mr. Jerry Harvey's horse, beautifully bred again, a Redoutes out of St Catherine, sheer talent. He looks like he might be the right type of horse. Yeah,
well, he's a foal to a horse we had last year called Kittens, and she showed that she needed, sort of 2,000 to show her best, and he looks that way too. He's a winner over 1,400, so he'll be heading towards the longer 3-year-old races.
Super cool, named after the man we're talking to by the all-conquering Fastnet Rock. 6th at Geelong on the synthetic. Where's he heading?
Well, wherever we can put him. I mean, he's a rookie, he's a maiden, he'll have to go through his grades, but he's shown us enough to suggest he should be nominated for these races.
Let's touch on the one that everyone wants to talk about, Atlantic Jewel. We don't know where she's heading because you won't tell us, but mate, she's come back. Just give us the soundbite on what she's up to.
Well, she's done everything right. I mean, she had a jump out a couple of weeks ago, and she'll have another one next Friday. And then she'll be ready to head towards the races. I mean, she's nominated for all the big races, and her performances along the way are going to show us which ones we go to.
What about December Draw, the horse that's had plenty of luck and it's been all bad thus far? Not all bad, but he looks like if he's at his best, he'll be hard to beat in a race like the Caulfield Cup again?
Well, you'd hope so. Look, he's spelled very well. He put on 65 kilos. He's muscled up. He looks fabulous. He's a lot stronger. So hopefully he can take the next step to weight for age. I mean, he's a winner at set weights and penalties at Group 1. So probably the weight for age is going to suit this time. Let's hope so.
What about Midnight Martini? I've had a few of those myself. Street Cry horse?
She'll head towards the Caulfield and Melbourne Cups. She was all just a little too early for her last year. She ran some excellent races. And, she's a promising one that we should be looking at.
Mushata. Tell me about him. Very interesting type of horse, owned by a few interesting types. He's obviously been bought for a reason.
Well, Mushata's, a Zabeel that's bred to go 2 mile. That's a winner over 1,200 sort of first up at the Valley. So he's a hot head. He's got a few issues, but if the marbles fall in the right holes, I mean, he's a serious horse. So, hopefully this could be his year.
Now, what about one for the battling punters following the battling trainer? Something that maybe we're going around the provincials or midweek grade, something that they can have something on at a bit of value. Where are we heading?
Well, I suppose the one that we've got that's a little promising is a filly called Tormented. She might be the one to have a look at.
Named after your wife or my girlfriend?
My wife.